Welcome to my first ever video, and in this video we will be discussing about the characteristics of a quantitative research. And please consider reacting heart or care because this video aims to reach 1000 reacts and this is for academic purposes only. And in this discussion, our objectives is for you to understand the characteristics of a quantitative research and to learn the functions of quantitative research. So the first one is collection of numerical data. Quantitative research revolves around collecting data that can be expressed in numbers. This means instead of gathering opinions or stories, the research gathers quantifiable information that can be measured and analyzed mathematically. The example given is when a researcher surveys 500 students to find out how many hours they study per day. The answer range from 0 to 10 hours. These numbers can be averaged, compared, and interpreted using statistics. Now the next one is objective and unbiased approach. This type of research seeks to remain neutral. The researcher's personal feelings, opinion, or interpretation are minimized. The results are based solely on the data collected, ensuring that the outcome is not influenced by the researcher's biases. So the example for this one is if a teacher wants to know whether the new teaching method is effective, they will compare test scores from students who experienced the method versus those who didn't, without making assumptions based on their personal beliefs about the method. Statistical analysis is a core component. Quantitative research relies heavily on the use of statistical tools to analyze data. This may include measures such as mean, percentage, correlation, or significance testing. These help determine relationships, patterns, and differences between variables. The example given is a business wants to know if a new advertisement increased sales. They compare monthly sales, before and after the ad campaign, and ran statistical tests to see if the increase is statistically significant. Quantitative research uses large sample size to ensure the results are reliable and applicable to a larger group. Quantitative research often involves a big number of participants. Large sample reduce the chance of errors and allow for better generalization. Example given is when a health study involves 5,000 adults across different regions of the country is more representative of the population than the one that involves only 50 participants. Now let's discuss about the structured research instruments, the tools used in data collection. So, structured research instruments or instruments are the tools used in data collection. They are pre-planned and standardized. These can include structured surveys, questionnaires, rating scales, or tests. This ensures consistency and allows data to be compared easily. Example, a researcher uses a multiple choice questionnaire to assess people's knowledge of environmental issues. All respondents answer the same set of questions, ensuring uniformity. Quantitative research also tests hypotheses. Quantitative research often begins with a hypothesis or an educated guess that the researcher wants to prove or disprove. The data collected helps in confirming whether the assumption is true or it's not. So this is an example hypothesis. Students who eat breakfast every day perform better academically. The researchers then collects GPA scores from students who eat breakfast and those who don't to test if there's a significant difference. So in this, we will see whether the educated guess or hypothesis is true or not. The research will then prove if the hypothesis is valid or it's null. In quantitative research, data is presented in visual formats. To make data easier to interpret and present, results are often shown through charts, graphs, tables, and other visual tools. These help summarize large amount of data quickly. For example, a pie chart might show the percentage of students who prefer online learning than those students who prefer face-to-face classes, making the data easier to digest at a glance. Quantitative research has generalizable results. Since quantitative research uses large samples and statistical analysis, the results can often be applied to a wider population. This is especially useful to policymaking, business strategies, or education reform. For example, a national survey on smartphone usage among teenagers. It can help tech companies understand trends and create products that meets the need of the broader youth population. So in summary, quantitative research is systematic, structured, and grounded in numerical data. It allows researchers to measure variables, test hypotheses, and draw conclusions that can be applied to broader groups. With the use of statistical tools, large samples, and standardized instruments, it provides clear, objective, and reliable results. So this concludes my discussion for today. I hope you learned something new, and once again, please support this video by reacting heart or care, because this is for my performance task and my practical research too. So see you hopefully not in another video because I don't want to film myself, and bye, have a good one.